information technology domain, and she has also been featured in CNBC TV 18 to be amongst the 32 impactful women changing digital world in 2017. Also, talking about the various accolades and prestigious awards that she has won, she has been recipient of Dun& Bradstreet Best Women Entrepreneur 2016, World Women Leadership Award, and she has also won Digital Leadership Award 2017, to name a few. She is also a seasoned author of the bestseller book Digipedia: Basic Guide to Digital Marketing and Transformation. So now, without further ado, I would like to invite Deepa ma'am to start with the session on digital transformation. Welcome, ma'am. We are honored to have you here.
Thank you so much, Gayatri, and a very good evening to all of you. And a special mention to Ayush and everybody, the team who coordinated alongside Nidhi for this. So today I'm here. I would briefly tell you about myself. Thank you so much. So many awards you mentioned, Gayatri, but about me, I'm a seasoned entrepreneur at my heart. I have worked in the corporate sector for almost 20 years, 10 years as a worker, and almost like 10 or 11 years as an entrepreneur. To tell you about me, I have incubated 4 companies. I am a serial entrepreneur with 4 companies in my domain, and all of them are bootstrapped. I have not borrowed a single penny till date, by God's grace. So, what advantage you have when I speak to you guys is, one, I can tell you about digital transformation, but I can tell you from the perspective of an organization which is building software products, digital branding, and many other opportunities. So I'm very lucky to have worked with the likes of Election Commission of India, with the likes of Central Pollution Control Board, with the likes of Cisco, with the likes of JBL, you name it, Canon, Toshiba. So I work with a lot of people. So having said that, I will not take much time, and I would rather begin my presentation. But you know what? I think that today we are going to keep this session as interactive as possible. So I would love, if you have questions, let's do brainstorm. So I really love the fact that I'm amongst guys, and I would want you to shoot questions. Maybe I'll also learn a lot with you. Yes, guys? You with me?
Yes, ma'am.
Definitely, ma'am.
Okay,
Yeah.
wonderful. So as students and IIMs, I have a question for all of you, and I want an answer. Let's see. There are a number of IIMs in the countries, ISBs, and look at our country's population. I would want to ask, which I generally ask all the students, that how do you distinguish yourselves as far as employability is concerned? You know, when we say I'm going to be ready for being hired, what is my distinguished recipe to be hired above others? Is it my percentage? Is it my skill set? What do you think is the factor that distinguishes the most?
Ma'am, I think it's a fact that we interact with, the pure learning that we get and the interaction we get, the experiences that we get are among the top, the cream of the crop of the country, you can say. So that is what sets us apart from the others.
That's fantastic. That's one. But apart from that, I would give an answer, and my answer would be that I would brace up my skill set so powerfully that when I move into the corporate domain, I'm ready to deliver, and I will learn from as many industry examples as possible. This is what employers look for when they're hiring. So that is one suggestion I have. Okay, 50% of all businesses are going to die in the next 10 years. I say that all the technological joints, let's go 10 years back. And now that we sit 10 years later, we have totally different people taking over the domain. And what is the latest buzz? If you see, the latest buzz is that Mukesh Ambani has floated Jio, in which we have Google taking stakes, we have Facebook taking stakes, and we have many other, Netflix and many other contenders. The last I heard in the newspaper, we have Amazon on the list, which wants to acquire 9.9%. What does this tell you? It tells you that the world is going to transform in the digital echelon. And anybody who's not compliant with this echelon is going to stay back. Yeah. So as far as the software is going to be the center stage, as Mr. Sundar Pichai says, software is going to eat the world. So it is very important as laymen that we be ready with our software technologies, our tools. As I understand, you guys are analytics enthusiasts. So I would surely want to know if there are any new tools, and I'd love to know more about it from you guys as well. But I will let you know a few that I work with in the industry. I work with almost 60 to 80 tools. And There are two dimensions of this exercise. The first is that I'm a digital media, I would say a seasoned person with experience, digital media. And the other one is that I build softwares that gives me an edge for digital transformation also. Both things club. So if you have questions, ask. And I will customize this according to your preferences. So, as I said, software is eating in the world. Let's get digitally creative and disruptive. Ready? Here is the three top things that's going to take the companies one by one. First, any company that is not customer, that does not believe in customer centricity is obsolete. So when we say Google, when we say Apple, when we say Tesla, when we say Salesforce, when we say Netflix, everybody has to customize. Gone are the days when companies used to dictate the terms. It is now the consumer, by the consumer, with the consumer, alongside the consumer. So what does this lead me to? Personalization. I think that I have to define my buyer personas. If I was to market myself, if I am product and I am specializing in management, I need to know how do I personalize these personas? How do I identify where are my buyers, where are my consumers, and where are my audiences? This is the most important thing. So first is customer centricity. Second, I put a beat on personalization, not even innovation, personalization. You have to think what is your audience or your consumer wanting to know or ask from you. Third is innovation, and fourth is customization. These four things to champ any initiative, even as for careers, like you get a job, a very nicely popped up job, and 10 years later, you see that you're obsolete. How do you keep going? So that is one question that needs to be braced up. Any inputs on Tesla as the companies that I mentioned? Would you want to say anything or comment anything as to why you think these are the front runners, or do you believe or do you not believe? Salesforce.com, Tesla, Amazon, and Netflix. Is there any mention of yours?
Ma'am, yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I strongly feel Tesla is doing wonders because of the integration of the technology with the manufacturing that they're doing. So it's all digital now. So they have embedded digital into their offerings. So that's making them the number one.
Very good point. What's your good name, please?
Manikanta from IIM Ranchi, ma'am.
Okay, hi. So this is very good. And another thing, interesting part, this guy, what he has done is the Tesla guy. Who's the Tesla guy, by the way?
Elon Musk.
Oh, very good. I like that. So this guy, he's opened patents for other companies. Normally, the traditional ways, they don't open it, but he's open. Ki free mein aap patent utha ke le jaiye. So what is happening? Even if Toyota has more number of cars, he innovates and he takes his company, gets it listed. So see the innovation. How this guy's not as big as Toyota or any other multinational, but it's very innovative in terms of, and the electric vehicles that he's launched. He's the number one guy who's taken it in terms of launching his patents. I go to the next one. My slide's not functioning. Yeah, okay. So there are three versions. How do we distinguish between these three? Digitization, digitalization, digital transformation. Anybody? How do we do this? What do you think distinguishes these three things? Okay. Anybody wants to answer, or should I give the answer? One. When I say digitization, it is analog to digital, the basics. जो हमने 10 साल पहले किया. I'm going to switch in Hindi and English both. I love talking like that. I hope you guys are comfortable. When I say digitalization, that means I'm a player. A part of my organization uses digitalization as a tactic. And the third one is digital transformation. That is when I embed my organization in customer-centric processes as a holistic domain. Then I say my processes have transformed and I am a digitally transformed organization. So one is conversion, the other is adaptation, and the third one is, what's the third one? The third one is creation of business. That is what we say when we talk about. Guys, I think there's some problem in my system and my slides won't move for some reason. So I would escape this. Yeah. The big picture on digital. What is the big picture on digital? Guys, 105 million SMBs creating 4 million additional jobs by 2024. 60% of our GDP is going to be digitization enabled. Modi ji says, Atmanirbhar Bharat. You see that? We have now how the digital wallets have flocked in Google Play, Paytm. So 60% of our digital enablement, the GDP is going to be that. Okay. The other productivity-led solutions alone would be 30 billion opportunity for us. Yeah. So 40%, if you see the breakup, if you see the complete breakup, the key findings, 10% payment solutions and applications, the spending breakup, 40% productivity solutions, 20% digital discoverability solutions, and 30% connectivity and communication technology. So that's how it is. The interesting fact, very interesting. I read the newspaper today. Mukesh Ambani has raised 20 billion in this deal that has happened, Jio. Do you know how much this is much more than the combined net worth of the startups, like the amount that they have raised? It's far more extensive. So that is the kind of, India is going digital. And people who don't understand that we might be the fifth largest GDP, but we are digitally the next economy in place, and MNCs cannot ignore us come what may. We have it in us, and the kind of the consumer base that we have. What do you think is the internet enablement in our country? How many people in India?
Yesterday there was a tweet like Modi ji telling around 60% of the people are having mobile penetration smartphones.
Yeah. So that what does that lead to? Where does this lead to? Some people say this is 50,000 crore. Some people say there are 300 million plus consumers. But I can tell you this from my experience. कि पानी पीने को नहीं है लोगों के पास, लेकिन मोबाइल फोन जेब में है. That means we are ready for mobile response ready solutions. And anything that you can put on a mobile reaches the farthest corner of the country. We are so well connected. So India is going to be a digitally, I'd say it's going to be a digital giant, which nobody, neither Jeff Bezos or the Facebook guy, Mark Zuckerberg, nobody can ignore us. So I want to ask you, like, I have a level of this presentation. I'm going from generics to specifics. We'll be talking about industry case studies alongside. Having said that, there's some issue in my bandwidth today. I don't know why, but my slides won't just move. What is the issue? So let me just see what is the issue. Just a minute. Yeah. Look at this one. By 2019, 22% of brands will use bots. By 2021, 20% of all activities and individual engagements will correspond to the top 7 digital giants. Agree, disagree? What do you think, guys?
Very likely, ma'am.
By 2025, 42% of workers will work with artificial intelligence. Most of you have 30 plus apps on the phone, and we are working with AI. We don't even know it, that in a day, we are spending close to about 2 to 3 hours every day on artificial intelligence. So that is where the world is heading. By 2022, blockchain-based businesses will be worth $10 billion. Do you know what is blockchain? Anybody? What exactly is this phenomenon? I want to, why I'm asking questions so that I get to know what is the understanding of my audience and whether I'm going the right way. So what exactly is blockchain?
As far as I know, it's a distributed ledger, digital distributed ledger, wherein every transaction is linked to the earlier transactions, as far as my knowledge.
And also, just to, it is a decentralized network wherein no central authority is there to govern it. And each and every nodes are there for the accountability of the data, what is being put in.
Absolutely. Is anybody connected to this? If I ask you, any of you, I see a lady on my screen also. Pallavi, do you understand what is the blockchain in simple terminologies? I'll make it simple for you guys. Very, very simple. And that is when you're storing the data in different nodes, the entire node has to be completed. It's a block that is, cast aside in different versions, and we need a key to open this block. It's just like hum log land records kaise save karte hain. We're saving land records, we are saving inventory management, we are saving supply chain management through blockchain technology. So blockchain technology is nothing but integrated records. They are split separately in a network which needs a key to integrate. And the data is dissipated. Till the time you have the key put in, this will never together bind and give you the information. And that is nothing but blockchain technology. Simplest definition. So by 2022, blockchain-based businesses will be. And now with COVID, you see that most of our organizers, supply chain and other things will really brace up. It's preventing fraud and other things. There'll be a big way. 100 million consumers will shop in augmented reality. Give me one example of augmented reality that you guys every day. you know, it looks like a far-fetched thing, but the thing is, we're using it right in our phones. How many of you are using Snapchat? No? Okay, well, so what you see this, yeah, okay. So when you see this phone and you put a picture of yours and you have those little bunnies and you put that, the thing, when you take a picture, there's nothing but augmented reality. This is AR. So it's like walked into our lives and we don't even know that digital transformation is we're so close to the brink of technology that we cannot even think about surviving without it. When it comes to chatbots, look at hospitals, how they'll benefit from it. Look at airlines, how they're going to benefit from it. Look at contingency services. बिहार में फ्लड आया है या असम में फ्लड आया है, कैसे हम चैटबॉट्स की मदद ले सकते हैं, कैसे उसको सोशल मीडिया के साथ इंटीग्रेट कर सकते हैं. How a chatbot can be integrated. So I was reading this very interesting case study somewhere when this guy, some area, far-fetched area in the West where there's a lot of fires on US, and people went home taking a leave because chatbots were attending to the emergency calls and they coordinated the entire effort. So see, and then there's one more question that comes to your mind. Would the jobs be obsolete? What is your thought? Would the jobs be obsolete, guys? If chatbots take over, would our jobs, if RPA takes over, which we generally say, I'm using a heavy term, but if robotics process automation or robotics takes over, do you think our skilled job workers will be in abundance and they lose jobs? What are your thoughts?
No, ma'am. It's just that the workers have to transform their jobs as well, in the sense that before, where they had to actually manually enter the stuff or worry about answering the questions, right now they have to worry about planning in advance what is happening, predict the questions, train the chatbot to actually adapt itself and answer the questions once they come in. So their jobs will change. It won't be exactly the same. Like Mamta said, we need to upskill.
And ma'am, if I may add, it's more like the repetitive kinds of job will be done by them and not for human type. The repetitive kinds of job will be.
I get it. Wait, do you believe in cognitive computing? Have you heard of IBM Watson?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
What do you think it's different than a chatbot? I agree. It's general intelligence, AI. I agree when you say general AI will be based through chatbots. Imagine 5 years down the line. We have Watson coming that takes 5-6 things into account. That takes about human emotions, that get into neural networks, that gets into whatnot, that gets into linear programming, that gets into everything across and then gives you emotional reply. Don't you think that's not far-fetched? So this is a big debate. I agree with you. My answer to this would be the answer is hidden for you guys, and the answer is that it will only enable you guys to brace up your skill set. And as far as I'm concerned, my skill can also go obsolete. So I'll have to brace up my skill set in order to stay relevant to the work culture globally. That's one. How does the organization, how does the globe look like 10 years? The remote, if you ask me, more and more people will work remotely. I'll work with a Russian, I'll work with a US guy. We still work with freelancers, but teams are going to be dissipated. I think TCS or Infosys has requested to the government that please make, they've said that please make this work culture, approve it in the official system, like remote work culture. So those of us who are working in corporates can feel a lot of difference. Not going to office, working from a desk. This is my desk and this is where I make money and this is my home and this is my bed where I'm sleeping. So remote culture, work culture is going to come, emotional EQ and IQ. Do you distinguish between the two? What is EQ and what is IQ?
Emotional quotient and intelligence quotient.
How do you distinguish? Sorry if I'm asking too many questions. I'm amongst the young blood and I want to make it as interactive and I love it. I feel young at heart. So tell me, how do you distinguish?
Okay, ma'am. So I might be wrong, but I'm giving a guess. So emotional quotient may be related to what you feel, and for intelligent, we'll be having certain reasonings for our decisions.
I get it. So, but here's a very interesting part. Emotional is going to be very precious. IQ आपका match करेगा computer through cognitive computing and quantum computing. Quantum छोड़ दीजिए. That's a different context. Cognitive के साथ IQ will not be that rare, but your EQ will be valued because machines are not capable as of now emotional component. So this is like off track. I went off track with this is how the office is going to look like. This is how remotely you guys are going to work, and there'll be no offices. If I tell you there'll be no Uber in the next 10 years, would you believe me? There'll only be smart contracts. There'll be no offices, no premises, no buildings. Nobody wants to invest in assets. You'll have smart contracts, and you'll be an independent worker with no 9-to-5 job. And if you are a really highly skilled resource, you are so precious to get that you will command your price in the corporates. The only thing that lasts is, give me a word. The only thing that lasts is 3 things in an employee that they're looking for. 1, high scalability, like really skilled employee. The second, agility. Yeah. So these are 3-4 things. And you'll not be surprised that you get into your own language. You'll have your conversational bots or your own languages invented very soon. किसने सोचा था 10 साल पहले कि एप्पल में हम व्हाट्सएप पे ऐसे हम कॉन्फ्रेंस चैट कर सकते हैं? Did anybody think that we guys can do a Zoom chat and deliver a conference lecture 10 years ago? Even my laptop is so thin, I can't believe I'm working on such a high-tech piece, a small patla sa thing. Apple has given us the vision. It's changed the way the world looks. So 3 things. Now this, I studied at ISB. I did a capsule course. So I'll give you glimpses. I learned with my professor who was from US. He said, collaboration, connectivity, and communication. 3 things decide. They are the backbones. It is the glue that sticks people and organizations together. Globally, as I said, you see that on my screen, there'll be more devices connected to the internet than people. 50 billion devices versus 7.5 billion by 2020. See the power of machines. Are we stepping into Skynet? Are we? What's it? I like the smile. Beautiful smile. Is that Pallavi? Yeah, okay. So guys, my machine is, I don't know, I'm on a cable, and I don't know why it's not like responding to me. It's not in the mood to deliver a lecture, looks like. So maybe I can stop share and share it again. What do you think, guys?
Yeah, ma'am, that's absolutely
Okay,
fine.
just 1 sec. So I'm going to share this again. I don't know, there's some issue with my machine. Can you still see it? Yeah, it's working fine now. It's working fine.
No, ma'am, we cannot see it yet.
You cannot see it. Okay, so wait, I will connect you there again. Wait. Some issue with my screen. I don't know. Okay, share screen again. So I'm sharing it again, and I'm just trying if my PPT works fine this time. Just a minute. Yeah, I think I'll take this mode. I think it looks better. So if you see, by 2019, 22% of brands, as I said, we use chatbots. And they're very interesting. And 50 billion devices versus 7.5 billion by 2020. So the power of IoT. What is IoT, guys? Internet of Things.
Internet of Things.
And what is the Internet of Things? I know you guys are from IIM, so I don't need to, but what exactly is Internet of Things? What the hell is this? Sorry to use the language, but any answers? Yeah.
The connectedness of all the devices digitally, so that we can maximize the output from them. So we can extract maximum information exchange through the devices and get the work done.
Absolutely. But if I want to simplify for layman, I think there are 50 people that I see on my screen now, 48. If you see for a layman, it is connecting at devices. My phone connected to my PC, my connected PC to the refrigerator connects to the car connects to the washing machine. This is just connecting devices through cloud and sensors. So when I put a cloud and a sensor and a machine, I basically bake the sequence of an IoT device. And the world is going to be super connected in another 2 years. You'll see a major difference. अब बात करते हैं artificial intelligence की. How many of you are comfortable with Hindi and English both? Are you comfortable with Hindi also, guys?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great. Yes, I like Hindi also. Hindustani hai dil to. So artificial intelligence. What do you think? How, they're going to say AI will grow into a 190 billion industry by 2025. Enormous. And consumers are already using AI without even knowing they're interacting with. 97% of mobile users are already using AI-powered voice assistants. So what is this artificial intelligence? And what is this machine learning? And what is the difference between these two? Tell me, what is the difference between artificial intelligence, machine learning, and deep learning? Anybody? To the academic clubs of IIMS, yes.
Yeah, I can just give it a try. When we talk about artificial intelligence, so it's a simulation in a very layman language, I think, like for the benefit of everyone there. So, basis my understanding, artificial intelligence is the simulation of human mind, your thought processes to do a particular task in a machine. And machine learning is, again, the number of codes that we fetch or that we kind of feed into a machine to derive the processes and everything. So I talk about IBM Watson, like the example that you have given. So again, the capacity of the machine to do calculations quickly was due to the amount of data fed into that machine, the different kind of scenarios, and that's what is machine learning for that matter. And deep learning is also somewhat along that, but I'm not very sure about it.
So, ma'am, I would like to give a short.
Yeah.
Artificial intelligence means when humans start behaving like computers, and the brain of artificial intelligence, we call it as machine learning, since they perform all kind of analysis and whatever things we do, like there are so many analysis and predictive models. And deep learning is more in depth of machine learning, wherein wherein machine starts, all those kind of facial recognition, speech recognition.
Okay, but all of you are correct in your own way. Anybody else wants to jump in? What is the difference between AI, ML, and DL?
So, ma'am, AI is the entire gamut of mimicking the thought process.
Who's speaking?
And this is Ayush.
Sorry?
Ma'am, Ayush.
Okay, Ayush, why can't I see you? I cannot see you.
Ma'am, I'm having trouble with my webcam. Otherwise, would have done it.
Okay. I'm sorry because I can't see the name on the screen. That's the reason. Yeah, please.
Right. So sorry about it. So AI is the entire landscape wherein the computers behave in a way that they are enacting the human behavior. And going forward, machine learning is the subset of AI. Again, I mean, we have different kind of processes like supervised learning and unsupervised learning, where we do classification and prediction in it. And deep learning is another subset of artificial intelligence, having a cross section with a machine learning in a bit, wherein we use neural nets to behave more sophisticatedly for object recognition and NLU, NLP. And
that is the closest definition. So, ma'am, what a simple, very good. I love my crowd is very. I'd say very, very knowledgeable crowd, people who are, I'm very proud to be associated with you guys today, but here's a very simple definition. AI is a large thing that came 10, 11 years. You heard of Andrew, what's his name? A very famous guy, Andrew G. What's his full name? Sorry?
Andrew Ng.
Andrew Ng, yeah, correct. So AI is a broader term. 5, 10, 8 years later, we see machine learning. The machine is a part of that term only. AI is a very broad term. And when you say deep learning, आप में से मैंने आपके Facebook page पे TensorFlow के बारे में देखा है. You guys have had a class on TensorFlow. Have you ever been part of a facial recognition system? किसी ने कोई facial recognition system बनाया है आप में से किसी ने?
Yes, ma'am, I have been part of it.
Who's this? Ayush.
Come again, Ayush.
Okay, great. So Ayush, great. So that's what I'm going to say. So I also happened to do it. I was not a developer. Of course, I'm not a techie, but I have built a facial recognition system with one of my Chinese developers. What he did was, so facial recognition में आप क्या देखते हैं कि जब हम facial recognition एक normal scale पे करते हैं, identify, let's say Pallavi, or identify Sangeeta, or identify Manik, that is done. This is like a base. But on top of it, when I say I want to do emotion recognition, is Pallavi happy today? Is Manik happy today? He's in a bad mood or a good mood? So this gets on to a little more beyond, deeper, and which nothing is, when such queries come in, we get into deep learning. So it's basically an inverted triangle. Artificial intelligence, the broader version, then comes your machine learning, which is capable of doing certain tasks. And when you want to kind of, go a level beyond it, add a component of a little more advanced version, then it gets to be deep learning. And deep learning deals with lots of things like neural networks and stuff. I'm sure you know better than me because, So let's do some examples. Quick one. Ford is bringing its self-driving cars to Austin, Texas. Be ready. We're going to see that. Imagine getting up in the morning, dressing up, but checking your dress on, girls, before you, like, this is what I'm going to wear. So we're going to have smart mirrors. Or should we say, what is the term to this? We're going to say, this is the 3D virtual dressing room. Today, we live in a technologically advanced world. So the 3D dressing room, you select a dress, you go out, you go to a charging port. If it's electric car, and a self-driven car, then you don't need the driver. You tell your car to, which is supported by a voice assistant, hey, play the music. I'm in the mood to listen jazz today. And then where are you driving? You're not driving to office. You're going in a drive, and then when you step on the highway, you have this highway that is solar LED panels, and the wheel indicates to the car, I don't have, of course, that happens in luxury cars still. It still happens. But then the wheel indicates how's the road doing and is the air pressure okay? So that is how life's going to change maybe 10 years down the line. And you'll see that we are all a part of it and the kind of innovations. Now, here's a glimpse of, if you see the Da Vinci surgical robot, it's doing a hysterectomy operation. And this is a robot, if you see on my screen. And just see that this is how the RPA or the robots are going to step into our lives. And they're going to be helping healthcare. They're going to be helping retail. They're going to be helping, infrastructure. They're going to be helping operations. Lots of companies. Last night, I heard an interview of this guy from HP, the HP, what do you say, the CEO. You're hearing interviews, is how we have transformed the world, how the world is taken over, and how robots and other components will change us in a big way. Take a look at this. iBeacons. Anybody's heard of iBeacons? The beacons? What is a beacon?
Yes, ma'am. It's a kind of a sensor what collects information.
Absolutely. And how do you think retail is going to change with it? The RFID and iBeacons? Okay, let me answer this. I go to a television store. I'm going to give you lots of examples so to keep the class interesting and not sound like a boring professor. So I go into the television store and I see that there is nobody to guide me, and my mobile phone tells me. To every television screen that I go to, my phone tells me this is this to 32 inches with this is the high resolution, this is the detail of it, and there's no store salesman. So you understand that iBeacons is a good way to sell to people. It can do a lot of revolutionary retail, and people like Zara, people like you name them, people like Starbucks, they're already using it. You no longer have to order menus with a guy who's standing there to take your order. You will just put a yes or no on your phone and order it. You see that happening the next 2 or 3 years. In India, things are different. We are very populated. But in the West, where there are no people to fill fuel in your cars and we don't have manpower, we see this coming in a very, very big way. Yeah. Now we go on to the next example. Help retailers and brands analyze the real sales impact of their ads. Anybody's heard of Cambridge Analytica?
Yes, ma'am.
What is Cambridge Analytica? Yes, please.
Ma'am, it's one of the startup in Harvard or Cambridge, which has actually changed. It has actually got data from all the US netizens or citizens, and has actually influenced their political behavior, influenced the elections as well. So it has got into news by then.
Okay. Can you guys still hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great. So what is Cambridge Analytica? There's a big fiasco that happened with Facebook. Do you recall, all of you? A lot of data was stolen, and people even said that Trump won the election because of Cambridge Analytica. What do you think was that? It's a big controversy, if anybody knows.
And they understood the social media behavior of citizens of United States and pitched the campaign accordingly, how the sentiments of the people were there in the comments or the posts what they were making. And Trump, aligned his way of communicating his thoughts and his manifestos, the way how his people were looking for it.
Absolutely. So, but Facebook had a big fiasco, big one. Why? Because the data was stolen and it was used in another way. So, there's one component. While I really like the fact that you guys know, but permission-based marketing, that gives us another inlet into digital media. In India as well, like in the West, they become very stringent. Facebook and everybody has become very stringent because US courts are going to ask them, people in the West are going to be answered. But then in India, हमारे जो रविशंकर प्रसाद हैं ऑनरेबल, उनको बहुत सारे लेयर्स अभी स्ट्रेंथन करने हैं कि हम परमिशन बेस्ड मार्केटिंग, social media can be dangerous. We are such a hugely populated country. What if our data gets stolen? So I was in just this debate that happened on TV about 2 weeks ago, and I said, why should we give our data to Google? Why should we give our data to Facebook? I'm very fortunate to tell you, I've been to the Facebook premise in LA, and I've also been to the MIT lab in Boston. And I can tell you that these people are far more advanced, and data is the new gold. When Mukesh Ambani says that data is the new gold, data is invincible. It's like your vault that you need to protect it. And the kind of economy we have, data can be misused. So coming back to Cambridge Analytica, misuse of data, total ignorance of permission-based marketing, which our governance has to take care of. And this is a major subject line with Election Commission of India when it comes to social media governance and fake news. I'm sure all of you have heard about fake news.
Yes, ma'am.
So social media has potential. See the tech developments. Now social media can decide. Barack Obama won his elections from the funds he generated through social media. The kind of money he made, tons of it. And he won the election as a president. That is the power of digital transformation. That is the power of assessment on social media or outreach on social media. So imagine the governance, the government of a country is being decided by people, like not people, but companies or the social media giants. How much dependent we have become on technology in the last 10 years is what I want you guys to think. And the next 10 years, how is going to rotate? How do things turn around? So be ready. Your skills in technology are going to count you in or out. And it's very important to be braced up, not only in analytics, but other technologies. Another thing, another thought, digital media and digital transformation. Do you see any difference in this? You know, digital transformation and digital media. Any synergies that we can work out when we decipher this code? So here's the thing, I'll give you a cue. The role of a CDO, the role of a CMO, the role of a CIO is going to integrate. मतलब अगर आप CIO हैं तो आपको डिजिटल मीडिया का नॉलेज होना चाहिए, और अगर आप डिजिटल मीडिया मास्टर या मार्केटिंग मैनेजर हैं मिड लेवल या सीनियर लेवल, तो आपको सॉफ्टवेयर का नॉलेज होना चाहिए. द रोल विल बी interchangeable. There's no longer just digital marketing is not about Facebook, Twitter, SEM, SEO. It is huge. And I will show you in my next slides why I say so. Coming back to examples, the time is running, but then you see this is a virtual reality store. VR store IKEA. See this? So while I stand here, I've just taken a snapshot. You can always log in online. When I stand here, I can walk into it and I can feel the dimensions of the sofa that I want to buy. Where do I want to place it? How will the wall look like at the back? With COVID for the next 1 year, which I'm presuming will take about 12 months to recover, only VR will save our domain. Agree, disagree, guys? I want to hear a loud yes. There are 40 guys, 45 or 50 guys. You know, that's my energy, guys.
Agreed, ma'am.
Yes,
Agreed.
ma'am.
Agreed.
Yes, ma'am.
So
Yes,
virtual
ma'am.
reality,
Yes,
virtual
ma'am.
reality. Okay, great. Lovely. So coming to facial recognition, you know better than me now. We'll be using facial recognition in security, cyber security. We'll be using in airports. We'll be using this in ticketing. We'll be using everywhere. Facial recognition आप लोगों के phone में भी embedded है. तो Siri बहुत दिन दूर नहीं है कि Siri भी embed हो जाएगा facial recognition के साथ. And there are many more things. We will have these combinations with, my gut is that we'll have this combination with blockchain integrated with our cybersecurity components, and we'll have advanced level applications coming our way. This is nothing but a brilliant example of RPA. And the most basic thing when I think about my home, any thoughts, any ideas कि RPA हमारे घर में आ गया, मैं बोल रही हूँ, आप कैसे इसको justify करेंगे? How would you say that RPA has walked into our homes?
Ma'am, the Amazon refilling option is there, that every month they can feed us the supplies.
Okay. I'm talking about a robot working for you. Do you agree with me? Is a drone a miniature version of a robot? Yes, no.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Obviously. आप जो झाड़ू पोछा लगाने वाली मशीन है आपकी, ask your mothers, they must have said sometimes कि वो झाड़ू पोछा लगाने वाली मशीन लेके आते हैं. It's nothing but your miniature robot. So the day is not very far off when the retailers or these shopkeepers would be robots, and they'll exactly tell you what you're looking for. They'll help you buy it. You'll not be surprised. Not in India per se, because we have many jobs that are routed through them. So RP is going to be a major gainer. Now, three things. I want this hall or this room, virtual room, to split into influencers, engagers, incumbents. By the speed of it, I now know 3-4 names. I know Manik, I know Sangeeta, I know Ayush, and there's one gentleman who had answered my question in the beginning. I'm not recalling. So these are my influencers in this group. I would want more engagers and incumbents. So telling you the same thing in technology. People who are using lots and lots of technology, organization who are using lots of technology, Salesforce, for example, high-end technology, Lattice, high-end technology. Give me a name, give me a name. Engagers, who are engagers? Like, I'm playing technology, but I'm not dwelling into it. I'm playing it. What do you think? Who can be an engager?
Redmi MI phone.
Okay, I would agree, because I won't know much about Redmi, but I would agree. Yes, he's an engager. And incumbent, like traditional players, they're still coming in. They're coming in, they're toying, but they'll be outdated. You have to transform the ship. I'll give you a classic example of how a home, मेरी घर की एक company है, इसने turn around किया है. आपको मैं बताऊंगी कैसे. But this group, the virtual room, I'm going to split as influencers, engagers, and incumbents. So who are my influencers? I'm going to write. Vidhi, are you listening to this workshop? Vidhi, are you there? No.
I'm there, ma'am. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Nidhi, why don't we list down the names of the people who will interact? We'll send them a copy of the free.
Absolutely.
Okay. Then is your 3 types of business. Digitally modified. Guys, I'm on 24 slide and I have 150 slides. I'll start gliding because time's running. But I hope this workshop is interesting enough and captivating enough for you guys.
Definitely, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Definitely.
Yes, ma'am.
Definitely.
So there are 3 categories: digitally modified businesses, new digital businesses, and digital globalization. पहले आपको modify करना है अपने आप को. You modify you have to change the culture. A homegrown business, a family business, you might have to convince your father, or you might have to convince a family member, or large corporates. They might have to change the culture. That's a major issue. Then you get into new digital processes. I'll give you a lively example. Take a look at this. This is an online store. I'm sorry, I'm not expanding my screen because this is hanging. So if you see building digitally, now this store has been incepted, mediguru.com. It has been incepted just 2 months ago by our team. And you won't believe it. We were developing software, but we thought COVID आ गया है. अब क्या हम बेच सकते हैं इस वक्त? ठीक है, हम मास्क, सैनिटाइजर्स, पल्स ऑक्सीमीटर्स बेचेंगे. ठीक है, सब कुछ बेचेंगे हेल्थ लेके. लेकिन इसको हम डिजिटली कैसे लेके जाएं? What should we do? We set up an e-commerce store. We took a toll-free number. We put up cloud telephony. You get that? Yeah?
Yes,
Customer sales support. We put a marketing automation tool. How many of you know what's a marketing automation tool?
Ma'am, is it something which takes care of your social media postings and social,
That's a
social media
scheduler.
engagement?
I'll come to that. That's a scheduler. Yeah, Clio Close. A marketing automation tool is a far advanced version in the sense that it'll take you complete cycle. Marketing में क्या किया, किसको touch base किया. I'll give you a small Marketo, Marketo, Marketo. This is a marketing automation tool. Okay. So this is the classic example. So 3 चीजें देखिए मैंने लिखी हैं. पहली, building innovative models. First. Second, aligning and strategizing your goals with the customers. It is by the customer, with the customer, for the customer. You cannot sell your product. You have to understand what the customer wants. And third is building and benchmarking business processes for best productivity. So with this, I'm going to come to the synopsis. We landscape digital transformation. थोड़ा सा technically चलते हैं. अभी मैंने आपको introduction दिया. We were talking about friendly examples. Here is the collaborative business process digitized workflows. आप देखेंगे usage of digital tools to improve collaboration. Take a look at this. WebEx, nothing but a collaborative tool. Dropbox, nothing but a collaborative tool. So, you talk about Google Drive, you talk about Evernote. How many of you know Evernote? It's one of the best productivity apps, world's one of the best. So you must use, that's my suggestion because I use it and it's very nice. Digital transformation maturity model. I just told you about the opportunities, how people, digital resistor, digital explorer, player, transformer, disruptor. Who do you think is a digital disruptor in today's world? I would say, can I say Jio? Going by last few weeks news on my TV?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Yes. And who would I say digital resistor? Any examples of companies who faded out, who faded away?
Canon.
Why do you say so? I was working with Canon, yaar. Why do you say so? Why?
Initially, they were not getting into digital cameras.
Okay.
And they stick to that film-based cameras. And what happened after some point of time, Sony and all these companies brought those digital cameras in the market, and
They
the
won
Canon
over.
was late in that.
They won over. So I'll be for a very brief time. I quit very quickly to start my own enterprise, but I was the product marketing head for about 2 months. But I used to sell multifunction printers. Anyways, so ये सब ज्ञान है आप लोगों के लिए, तो मैं ग्लाइड करूंगी. मैं इंडस्ट्री सेंट्रिक एग्जांपल्स में बिलीव करती हूँ, बिकॉज मैंने बहुत काम किया इंडस्ट्री में, एंड यू कैन रियली मेक यूज ऑफ माय एग्जांपल्स. बट मैंने जो पाया है कि 70% CIOs या CEOs या CDOs या कस्टमर रिलेशनशिप ऑफिसर्स कहते हैं कि हमारी डिजिटली बड़ी साउंड है जी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, बट ऐसा नहीं है. Only 17% of them are actually capable of implementing a digital change. So that is the difference that needs to come, in organizations in India. Forget abroad, but I think they'll go by the geo example in most people. But there's one worry, and the worry is, would the large fish eat up the small fish? Now that is another question that comes to the mind, that you cannot compete a large fish like, So transforming operational processes, पहला क्या है? Repetitive tasks बंद करिए, एनर्जी सैप के लिए. ट्रैक अपनी टीम्स को रेगुलरली ट्रैक करना है. दोज ऑफ यू जिनको एक कॉर्पोरेट एक्सपोजर है काम करने का, वो इस बात से बहुत कनेक्ट करेंगे कि बहुत सारा टाइम बार बार लोगों को समझाने में और रिपीटेटिव टास्क में, तो प्रोसेस को डिजिटाइज होना है. And there is this model, RASCI. What do you call that? RASCI? What is it? Please correct me if my pronunciation is incorrect. They call it the RASCI. Yeah?
Yeah, RACI model. Yes,
RACI model. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So that is how, when you give responsibilities basis their, job description, that is interesting. Now, what are the basics of a digitization trend? Data stored on a huge scale, analyzed and made one. So what do you think is the core of this entire universe? One thing that you define it, please fill it for me. What is the core of the entire glossary?
Data.
Obviously, who said that?
Sangeeta.
Yeah, Sangeeta. Data is the goal. Everything sits on data. It's the base. Then we go to the accessibility touch points, mobile, internet, cloud. Then we go to digital models. Then we go to open source communities. And then we go to artificial intelligence. And it's very basic. The data that is processed through social media touch points, your blog, your forums, gets into modeling. When we model it, I'm sure you guys know better than me, the data is modeled. It first is, I'm sure the configuration is structured, non-structured. Data has to be structured first. It has to be cleansed. It has to be modeled. The inferences have to be extracted. And then you have many tools to do it. Give me about 3 good tools on data, guys. I know you have Python and all in your syllabus. So tell me 3 great tools that you work with on data.
Excel.
Tableau, Power BI.
Tableau, Power BI.
Yeah, Power BI. Yeah. They're the top shots, I think. Even as somebody who does not have as I said, I'm not a developer, but yeah, Tableau, Power BI is one of the top shots.
SPSS and Hadoop also for big data.
Yeah, I hear Cloudera in a big way. You guys would want to say something. Cloudera has really come up in a really, really big way. And then we have other giants, really good names that when it comes to data. But right now I cannot recall any good, but if you mention, I may connect. So this is it. What are the basics? Knowledge, defining, development, creating, accelerating. आपको ये पता है. This is all अंग्रेजी. So I will glide quick. Transform company किसको बोलते हैं? आप मुझे बताएंगे? बड़ा सिंपल है. ये स्लाइड अगर आपने समझ लिया तो ये कम से कम 5 साल का कोर है स्लाइड में मेरा एक्सपीरियंस का, जो आप अपने लिए कॉम्प्रिहेंड कर लेंगे. What do you think is a transformed company? When it comes to advertising, और so एक काम करते हैं. 2 चीजें, एक है आउटबाउंड प्रोसेस, एक है इनबाउंड प्रोसेस. आउटबाउंड प्रोसेस में हम लोग एडवर्टाइज करते हैं. What do? We advertise, we create a landing page, go to an online shop, just like MediGuru. We automate the data through a marketing automation tool, and then we collect, manage, and evaluate. This is called identifying buyer personas. What is it? We understand our customers, provide information, sell products. But the entire thing is that I collect the data and I understand it and I retarget my campaign to that person. So imagine you have to reach the CIOs and CEOs. Where do you go? What do you think is the best platform to go to if you were to reach a CEO or a CIO?
LinkedIn.
Obviously LinkedIn, very good. And of course, direct marketing. I would bet my scripts on direct marketing in a big way. अब ये सवाल आप लोगों के लिए, ये slide is specially for you. I've included it. How are existing jobs evolving? What future skills will be required for existing jobs? And which jobs will appear or disappear in the future? What do you think? What skills will be required for future digital jobs? Can you tell me? Let's do a quick quiz, guys. I need as many answers as possible. Top 10 hireable designations in 2022. Come on. I'm asking all hands. I beckon you to answer this question for me.
Digital marketing.
Okay, 1. That's on my 10th number. I'll give it daswa number paidan pe. Who? Please say your name and say the answer. Say the name and say the answer. कौन था ये?
Digital Vikas.
विकास जी ने बोला डिजिटल मार्केटिंग. ठीक है, आगे.
Ma'am, robotics maybe or cyber security and more along AI.
Great, great. It's wonderful. Cyber security, absolutely. What? Please say your name, ma'am.
Ma'am, Pallavi.
Okay, Pallavi. Pallavi and Vikas too. What else, guys?
Ma'am, I've been here forecasting and predictions.
Yes, but what is just put you in which cadre? Obviously, but what which cadre of the domain you're talking about? You're talking about BI. You're talking about data analytics. Either of it. Can we take big data? Okay, big data.
Big data.
What's your good name?
Mebin, ma'am.
Okay, Mebin. What else, guys? Or bataye?
Ma'am, data visualization.
Okay.
Ma'am, also blockchain developer or more along blockchain.
Absolutely. So you know the answer. I'll not waste more time. Good, very good. Ye rahe mere. I made some note, guys. I will not cheat on you. I came prepared. So certifications में आपकी digital certification में Google certification, HubSpot certification, I rate highest as an industry seasoned experienced person. Software development में Microsoft development, Java, Python certification. There's nothing like Python now. It's all Python. And R maybe, it kind of competes. Then DevOps में AWS certification, Azure certification. Then it's BI, which is Tableau and Power BI. Yeah. And then cyber security. Cyber security में आपका क्या आ जाता है? Information systems. That is what you do. CIO, CS analyst. Then is your project management, PMP certifications. ये एक ignored field है, but large enterprises do hire PMP certifications. Big data में आपका आता है IBM certification, Google certification, and big data analyst. और फिर आता है आपका cloud computing, जिसमें आप AWS and Azure. How many of you are aware of AWS and Azure?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So Azure certification does help you. It takes you a long way, even AWS. So you go to something like Coursera or something like EDX. The world is waiting for you to explore. Yeah. So instead of watching that movie on the weekend, I think it's a great switch to do an AWS certification. What do you think, guys? Yes or no? I love that smile, Gayatri.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So, and when you come to ML and data science, Howard, Stanford, and of course, this guy, Andrew NGR, he is a fantastic course. I've attended a part of the course, very good course. So these are the things. Being an IIM graduate, ये 10 चीजें हैं जो आपको US अगर मैं आप नौकरी aspire अभी तो नहीं करेंगे 2 साल, but US में नौकरी aspire करते हैं, you start with a package of $90,000 US to begin with. Okay. What is the soul of a great digital strategy? क्या है एक अच्छी digital strategy? Are you comfortable with my screen view or should I change a bit?
You can just zoom the screen a bit.
I'll do the body पर ये हिलता नहीं है. The problem क्या है कि this doesn't budge. But मैं फिर भी इसको वापस let's see if it ये रहा. ठीक है? Looks good?
Yes, ma'am.
So देखो अभी क्या है. First, a well-designed user journey for facilitating a communication and seamless transaction. Tools to use data. Proper हर जगह data है यार. अगला 10 साल data के पास है I think. Process to ensure the strategy is carried. Strategy, long-term view and collaboration. सबसे बड़ा जो है, जो आपका हथियार बनेगा, data के साथ combination में वो बनेगा आपका collaborative tools. So you wait and watch. इसके बाद आपका है digital transformation जिसमें big data, cloud computing, social media. Social media is just at the tip of the iceberg. It's going to evolve in a very big way and it's going to interlink with your machine learning models very soon. This is my prediction as a futurist. कि आप मशीन लर्निंग में मॉडलिंग करना शुरू करेंगे बहुत जल्दी. आप में से कितने लोग हैं जिनका डेटा में टेक्निकल बैकग्राउंड है इस वर्कशॉप में? How many people are there? Who is this? Can I please? किसने हाथ उठाया?
Ma'am, I did.
I did. Gayatri, what's your background?
Ma'am, I worked in Musigma for 21 months.
Very
As
nice.
a-
And
yeah.
what were you doing there? क्या कर रहे थे आप?
I was a trainee decision scientist. So
क्या बात है यार. I'm a big fan of data guys. यार मतलब मुझे नहीं आता इसलिए. That's the thing. I wish I was a developer, you know. But so data is abundant, but no one knows nobody owns the customer behaviors. That's the problem. You don't know your customers, and data is going to help you give a insight. Exactly like going back to the Cambridge Analytica example. If I knew that how many people I can influence, I can win an election in this country. And that is the reason India needs to be responsible as an economy. Now, how do I identify? आप मुझसे पूछेंगे ये बोल रही है कि भाई buyer personas, buyer, how to do it, she's not telling. So this is the answer. The answer is, these are the questions that I am going to ask myself, and I'm going to do a deep dive. Now, there are lots of tools. For that, you do a second session for me, with me. I'll tell you how to decipher the personas or the buyers of that you're working with. But this slide, if you want to take a screenshot, it's worth it. Where do you find your customers? What are their experiences? How are they, what is the value that they bring to you? What is their occupational pursuits? Is all that you know. Another thing that I picked up from our ASB class, scope, scale, speed. 3 things that really govern this in a big way. You know, anything that lasts your bandwidth in the internet domain is your scale, scope, speed. आप में से कोई मुझे बता सकता है इंटरनेट क्या है? This is a very funny question, but trust me, बहुत लोगों के पास इसका जवाब नहीं है. मेरे पास भी नहीं था. What is the internet as per you? Simple. You every day on the internet. ये है क्या इंटरनेट? और ये स्केल, स्कोप और बैंडविड्थ, स्पीड भला क्या है ये? What do you think is this thing?
Internet.
Yeah.
Is generally kind of interlinked computer networks that we use because of the internet protocols that are there. And somehow the devices communicate with each other. So yeah, like that's a basic maybe
Please
definition.
say your name. What's your good name, please?
Yeah, Pallavi, ma'am.
Pallavi, okay. Yeah, Pallavi, sorry यार मैं क्योंकि दिख नहीं रहे हो स्क्रीन पे तो if you can speak.
I'm just trying. I'm just switching on the video, but then again it's raining here, so.
कोई बात नहीं. So देखो, what is internet? Internet बड़ा simple है यार. आपने पिंग किया सर्वर पे कुछ. You said www. The moment you say www, you raise a command that goes to the satellite, and satellite relays to a data center, Google or any engine that you're working on. It's that simple. The satellite is perched about 22,000 kilometers from Earth. And that command goes to the satellite, and satellite then relays a signal to the data server that's lying somewhere in US or wherever it's your search engine. So internet is nothing but a command that you are giving on your device to connect with the satellite and relay a message to the data server. Very simple. Okay. Now, this is one of my favorite slides, not just because it's showing the sky jumping, but just see the content. It's a little moved on. I mean, it's a little blurred, but how can businesses innovate during COVID? अगर ये सवाल मैं आपसे पूछूं, 8 चीजें. 1, transition towards virtual experiences. 2, video content should be encouraged in vernaculars. 3, webinars, virtual events. 4, hyperlocal channels. 5th, shared service business model. This is the core. Shared service business models. 5th, e-commerce frenzy. 6th, process automation. Do you agree? I would love somebody to disagree.
Ma'am, what is hyperlocal channel?
The local channels. Hyperlocal is when you say omnipresent. Hyperlocal ki my newspaper around me, my social media around me. So the hyperlocal is like surrounding me.
Just as Jio is integrating the Kirana stores, they are tapping into hyperlocal markets.
Absolutely. And the word is omnipresent. Be everywhere. That's the smartness, yaar. Simple jo cheez lagti hai na, uske andar sab chipa hua hai. The real God is in the detail, if you really ask me. Should I move on? And as usual, my slide is stuck, yaar. What to do? So,
I think some of the students wants to ask questions as well.
Please, please. तब तक मैं अपनी slide ठीक कर लेती हूँ. So I'm going to stop share, guys. Is that okay for some time? Maybe you can go on and let them ask questions. We'll take a pause, and I will kind of,
Yeah, all are connected, I suppose. So, guys, you can go ahead with the questions, if any.
Yeah, ma'am. I had a question actually because ma'am touched upon the fact that we wanted to tap on the next billion users. So, as a company who wants to tap this market, how will they overcome some of the challenges that you will face when you want to tap into that segment? Because first thing is some of the challenges that I perceive is that there will be a lot of vernacular languages. So, how do you properly channelize your messaging or just taper your products for them to understand? And then other challenges are there wouldn't be so much comfortable with data privacy, so a lot of data phishing can also happen. So how can companies go about this problem and bring about a solution?
पलवी, I'm sorry अगर मैं आपको बोलूं दोबारा सवाल पूछोगे क्योंकि मेरा कुछ टेक्निकल स्लॉट था तो मैंने ध्यान दिया. आपने बोला कि repeat your question. I'm sorry, I was busy sharing my screen.
No, ma'am. So my question was regarding how companies can, overcome some of the challenges that they're facing when they try to offer products for the next billion users. Like when they focus on next billion users. So some of the issues that I see are there are a lot of vernacular languages. Suppose you see India, so there are 20, so many languages. So how do you make a product that everyone can use? Some of the other challenges are they wouldn't be comfortable with data privacy. They wouldn't be even aware of such things. So a lot of companies can even fish data. So how do you handle all those issues?
देखो मैं आपको बात बताऊं, हिंदुस्तान में हम लोग वी आर नॉट रेडी टू डू आईपी प्रोप्राइटरी इफ यू आस्क मी. तो मैं आपको बोलूं किसी भी वेबसाइट पे जाओ कुकी है वहां पे, और इंडिया में कोई स्टूडेंट गाइडलाइन भी नहीं है. आप क्या करोगे? आप जेल में डाल नहीं सकते हो लोगों को. यू कैनॉट levy a fine as of now. So privacy is a big concern and we have to mature as an economy there. But having said that, this is a mandate from the government as per their recent instruction, and also in the West, that whenever somebody comes on the website, they have to allow permission to use cookie. That means if you are targeting me or you're stealing my data when I log on to your site and you're downloading a cookie on my device, you need a permission to do it. That's what so it's will become hygiene. There has to be a body in our country. There's no responsible. All we have is IAMAI, and I know them very well. No offense to anyone, but we need some industry experts on board who are really solid in terms of. But it's very difficult. We are a very large economy. That is the problem. If you go to a joint secretary in a ministry, one challenge he says is we are a very large economy. So that's one. And the second one, when you say कि भाषा का challenge, अरे वो बहुत आसान है यार. Google Translator जैसी चीज है. So अब तो वो domain रहा ही नहीं है. तो translation is not a problem. I told you collaboration में ये जुड़ने वाला है सब. So I hope I answer your question. That is how it is. Yeah.
Yes,
anything else? And otherwise I'll move आगे. Should I move ahead, guys?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So मैंने आपसे बोला collaboration एक बहुत अच्छा word है. इसको देखिए, ये मेरी one of my favorite slides यार. Take a look. I want to know, what do you think about this slide? क्या बोल रही है आपको? What do you think it's saying to you guys? और मुझे टाइम भी बताते रहना दोस्तों, मेरे पास कितना टाइम है ताकि आप लोग बोर ना हो जाए मेरी वर्कशॉप के साथ. तो प्लीज बताइएगा मुझे. तो एनालिटिक्स क्या बोल रही है ये आपको? व्हाट डू यू थिंक दिस इज टेलिंग यू? शुड आई?
यस मैम.
देखो कुछ नहीं है. आपने सीएमएस और मार्केटिंग ऑटोमेशन को प्लग किया सीआरएम के साथ. व्हाट इज द सीआरएम? कस्टमर रिलेशनशिप मैनेजमेंट सॉफ्टवेयर. आई होप यू ऑल कनेक्ट विद मी एंड अंडरस्टैंड. कस्टमर रिलेशनशिप मैनेजमेंट सॉफ्टवेयर को आपने प्लग इन किया सीएमएस के साथ और इसको एम्बेड किया मार्केटिंग ऑटोमेशन. ये मार्केटिंग ऑटोमेशन क्या भला है? व्हाट इज मार्केटिंग ऑटोमेशन?
Ma'am, you said it's like all around activity, this full circle of activity which takes care of
marketing, but you can see through a tool. So one tool is integrated with other and also embedded with the CMS, and then you derive analytics, intelligence, and then you also get insights of project management and sales enablement. Do I answer this? Can you connect? Yes, so I bundle these three, I put it into analytics, I derive my inferences, I put those inferences in project management, and this project manager, he conveys to sales. That is how the corporates are working. We call that a digitally agile organization. This is the we all set for predictive lead scoring. What is predictive lead scoring? All Python champions out there. I beckon you. What is predictive lead scoring? Nothing, but when we are predicting how many leads we can score. So for example, भाई आज बारिश होने वाली है कि नहीं होने वाली है? Can we make? Do you think we can make it out through data? कि 10 दिन के बाद बारिश होने, तो वेदर भी बताता है. चलो स्टॉक मार्केट लेते हैं. स्टॉक मार्केट risk assessment. What do you think? It works in predictive modeling, risk assessment in shares, risk assessment in financial institutions, banking, so insurance. You guys are getting it right. These are. Am I hearing some voice? So do you connect with
somebody who's asking? Yeah, somebody voice got cracked.
Okay. So predictive lead scoring. अब मुझसे पूछेगा Analytics Club of Ranchi कि भाई ये क्या बला है? Predictive lead scoring is when you do predictive modeling. और predictive modeling कैसे होती है? मेरी कॉलेज में कितने बच्चे हैं आपके कॉलेज में?
Ma'am, 300 of seniors, ma'am. Like the second year batch has 300.
चलिए 300 बच्चे हैं और मुझे बताना है कि अगले 10 दिन में कौन कितनी छुट्टियां लेगा. You'll think this woman is mad, yeah? What is she saying? But trust me, there are people who can tell you that how many people are going to take leaves in the next 15 days. This is done through data analysis. उनका पिछला extrapolate करके data आप आगे का उनका inference निकाल सकते हो. It's a very small example. In large conglomerates, they work with millions and billions of data records, and that they churn into a model and they give you the predictive lead. Are you understanding? Yeah, थोड़ा ऊपर से जा रहा है यार. Please, I need to know.
Yes, ma'am. These all things are part of our syllabus as well, regression and all.
Excellent, excellent. So predictive lead scoring, and then this is a wonderful slide. I used it on my LinkedIn. I prepped up myself. Take a look at this. This is a beautiful slide as per me. If you were to expense tracking, Expensify, notes and ideas, Evernote, to-do list, Microsoft To-do, social media branding, LinkedIn, prospecting tool. Now this is brilliant. Analytics Club Ranchi, Data Nice or Nice, whatever. This I have tried working with it. Fantastic tool if you want to extract leads. Maybe selling something or in any business. Aweber, e-marketing automation. Anybody's heard of Aweber? No. So this is a fantastic email marketing tool. Instagram, not really. I don't recommend lead generation. Has to be another one. There's a typo here. Social media management, Buffer. Social media branding, Instagram. SEO is with SEMrush. Who is the owner of SEMrush? I think it's owned by Neil Patel. Yes or no? I'm going to shake it up. People are going to sleep now. Koi nahi bol raha yaar. I wish I could pass on a cup of coffee to you guys. I can't. Yeah?
No, ma'am, not like that. We're not aware of the owner.
So good. I'm glad. So what I'm trying to say is that if tomorrow you are a middle-level manager, if you're absorbed in a company under your placement, this is your ready reckoner toolkit. कि मेरे को ये organization को productive बनाना है. These are the 15 tools that any small scale or large scale enterprise can digitally stitch. And I call this the digital automation suite.
Yes, ma'am.
That's it. Some of the social media listening tools. You understand what is social media listening? Anybody knows?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, please. I love to hear.
It's about sentiment analysis, how your current brand is perceived by the people, like some hashtag trends or whatever advertising we do, how it's impacting the customer base.
Have you worked somewhere? This is I've forgotten your name. Your good name?
Venkatesh, ma'am.
Venkatesh, have you worked somewhere?
Not with sentiment analysis or anything, but I passed out of IIM Ranchi. I'm actually 2020 batch.
Oh, that's fantastic. So guys, social media listening में मान लीजिए Canon का example लेते हैं कि Canon जानना चाहता है कि मेरे कितने customers मेरी बात सुन रहे हैं. How many of customers are endorsing me? Customers मेरे products के बारे में क्या कह रहे हैं? Negative है, positive है. So इसको हम बोलते हैं social listening. और social listening का एक और हिस्सा है जिसको हम बोलते हैं we call that reputation management, which is organic reputation, ORM. So you guys, if tomorrow you go for an interview in your placement drive, trust me, it's going to help you, because I do that. I ask questions when I take interviews, and people who know really score a lot high. So if you ask me, BrandSolve is a tool that we have built. Germinate, BrandWatch, TalkWalker, Social Bearing. These are some of the tools that I've worked with in the last 10 years. And I said the top one we have built with my team. We have built this tool. I'll move on, and I'm going to ask you this now. The direct mail software, if I was to ask you, and this is really like, yeah. So if you see this, these are some of the emailing softwares, Aweber, Constant Contact, and stuff like that. बहुत लंबा यार, हमारा अभी 1/3 भी नहीं हुआ, time is ringing in. So what do you recommend? Should I chip it, or what do you think? क्या करना चाहिए मेरे को? Any suggestions? Ayush, do we have a time limit on this?
Yeah, ma'am. Yeah, Ayush, go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, ma'am. Few students have engagement from 8:45, so it's better if we can open for Q&A now.
Okay, great. So let's ask questions, and I'd love to answer. Please, सवाल पूछें. I'd love to answer questions. If any, guys.
Ma'am, I would say whatever you wanted to cover, like it's interesting. So if you can go on, and we will ask in between, like we can make it interactive with the rest of the slide.
Yeah, ठीक है, I'll keep going. इसको देखो, ये बड़ा interesting example है. रात को देखते हो ना आप लोग serial और movie Netflix पे कौन देखता है? I'm sure a lot of people are watching. So it's a brilliant example of artificial intelligence. Based on what I watch every day on my television, Netflix gives me other choices. कि ये 4-5 और है आपके interest के मुताबिक. How do you think that happens? It's AI, you know. He's trying to, they understand your taste. So this is a brilliant examples of data analytics domain and building marketing experiences for corporates. One, it is a brilliant example of creating personalized streaming experiences. As you see OTT media, I'm sure all of you understand OTT media. What is OTT media?
Over the top.
Yeah, and what is over the top media?
Like a direct streaming service.
Absolutely. Anytime, anywhere you can stream. Imagine the power of the consumer. So, कभी भी कहीं पे भी वीडियो बनाइए, उसको ब्रॉडकास्ट करिए, that is called OTT. तो स्ट्रीमिंग लाइव का मतलब स्ट्रीमिंग जब आता है आपका चैनल, उसमें OTT में नेटफ्लिक्स का नाम बहुत ऊपर है, and this is a brilliant example of AI. So this is a benchmark for aiming for digital excellence. How do you mature? So initial, manage, stage 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When you say initial, no strategy. And when you go 5, which is optimize, which is agile strategic approach. कि आपको एक fully baked, digitally transformed business बनने में अगले 10 साल में, if you were to give this, if you had this responsibility of being a digitally interested resource to build or cook an enterprise in this mean, you will have to go through this initial and how. These are the stages. So if you really see this, the most important thing that I see is integrated inbound approach, integrated personalized, paid or earned, and media optimized for ROI. So this is ROI based and this is non-ROI based. This has no strategy and this is agile strategic approach. So आप ये use कर सकते हैं. This is a benchmark. Let's talk about examples. I'll cut it short. We'll make it interesting. Less stories, more fun. Tesla, we've discussed it. Yes. Electric vehicle patents available for free. 2 reasons: to accelerate the market and to make their technologies a standard. So everybody is followed. Long live Tesla. Fantastic example. Second, GE has launched Predix as an industrial internet cloud solution with productivity solutions that can keep an eye on locomotives, collect data about heat and vibration. Energy sector mein IoT works in a very big way. As I said, IoT कुछ नहीं है, sensor और cloud इकट्ठे काम करता है और आपकी machine के साथ बात करता है. That is IoT. So just see this. GE has a tool for those of you looking to build careers in energy efficiency and energy automation and industrial automation. Predix, you should know. It's another tool that we work. Another thing, predictive diagnostics. We talked about modeling. क्या था? This question I'll be asking. मैं पल्लवी को पूछ रही हूँ या मैं ये question Ayush or anybody, my influencers, tell me. Caterpillar and Uptake. What do you think predictive diagnostics is?
Ma'am, regarding an extension of GES predicts only, right? How the machines are functioning, when do they go for service and when do they need maintenance and all. So we predict those things based on the historical data.
Okay, I get it. So so that's a good thing. So I'm saying predictive diagnostic. Caterpillar is a firm that does an energy, that they work on hydraulic shovels, and they collaborate with Uptake, which is a data analytics firm. So Ford developed a predictive diagnostics firm in order to judge efficiency of their working model. Come next. Is it getting heavy, guys? Please knock it.
No.
Yeah. Okay. Augmented reality in logistics. Imagine DHL used to pick up packages like sign karwaiye, tick kariye. And then now what they did, they invented glass, something called a smart glass, wherein you don't have to tag barcodes with the machine. You just look into the glass and everything is done and your package is picked and shipped. This is a brilliant example of AR in logistics. Those of you who want to study in detail in logistics, what example it can play, please visit this DHL in Netherlands with smart glasses. And a fantastic experience. So some of this transformation, these are some examples. I will not talk long. You can, if you want, I'll send you all. This is a very nice example, Cisco MES, which is Manufacturing Execution System. What is the difference between an ERP and an MES, guys? Enterprise Resource Planning Software and MES is Manufacturing Execution System. क्या फर्क है दोनों में?
ERP gives a holistic view, including the personal and everything, whereas this just gives into the operational part, like execution. Yes.
Yes, and also when you in ERP you have to manually enter records, right? But in MES you have to do barcode scanning, and it just takes off. So one touch, like if something is barcoded into the system, you can see all the stages one by one. That's the deal. You got it? So that is manual, and this is scanning, automated. And once it is scanned, all the processes are automated within. So guys, I'm going to glide fast. I have a huge number of slides. Yeah, just slide hai. मैं छोड़ रही हूँ बाकी जो जिसमें ज्ञान है वो मैं I'm leaving it, I'm omitting it. This is a very interesting slide. How will blockchain benefit you guys? Very quickly. Why do you think voting systems, international payments, smart contracts, digital identity? Imagine, do you know how does the election commission store data? How is the data stored by them? कहाँ रखते हैं वो data अपना? कैसे personify करते होंगे वो voters को? कुछ idea है आप लोगों को?
No,
देखो, एक वोटर आईडी कार्ड या आधार कार्ड या पैन कार्ड is a very, very legit document. Agree? Don't you think it should be in a vault? And every time I don't have to go to my purse to get my card, give it to somebody. It should be right here on my cell phone. And nobody should be able to forge it. Agree, disagree?
Yes, ma'am.
Right? So blockchain gives you that benefit. Once it's put up there with your family, your entire record, your PAN, your everything, let's say a UID or your social security, which we say in the West, nobody should be able to omit or edit your identity. So that is why blockchain can really benefit, whether it is long land records, whether it is stock markets. What's a smart contract? Yeah. Anybody? Is basically the terminology for a contract, how a contract is done in. Now this is like a long thing यार, बहुत बोलना पड़ेगा, मैं बताती हूँ कि आपने एक कॉन्ट्रैक्ट राइट किया है जिसमें एक प्रपोजल मैंने आपको दिया और जितने भी ब्लॉक्स हैं जब तक वो ओके नहीं करते हैं कि वी अग्री. फॉर एग्जांपल मैंने एक प्लॉट खरीदा और उस प्लॉट को खरीदने के लिए देयर इज अ की दैट हैज टू बी अनेबल्ड. दैट मींस डेटा जब तक 20 प्लेसेस पे ओके होके दैट की विल नॉट फिट इन एंड द कॉन्ट्रैक्ट विल नॉट बी रिटन. It is nothing but an advanced version of a company today. That's what you call a smart contract. It's high end, yeah. Like I would rather like stick a little. You have any questions? I think that'll be better because right now I think I'm hitting the bullet in the dark, and it's already, I think time is also already running.
Yeah, time is also running, ma'am. And I think the students have other session lined up as I received the confirmation from
Sure.
the authorities. So I think we can have a discussion if
later.
students
Yeah,
want
I've
to.
already stretched it by 20 minutes. I guess it's 7 to 8. But I'd love to know.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, ma'am, we'll send you across if we have any questions, like because we have a hard stop and a session to attend afterwards. So that's
Sure.
why.
No problem. So I look forward, and I hope you enjoyed my session and you didn't go to sleep. If you have any questions, do shoot. And yes, I'll need a feedback of yours on the session, Nidhi. I'd love you to gather feedbacks. Also, if any of you is working or wanting to work on a prototype of a hackathon, like a new innovative idea, we'd love to finance, or we'd like to be the angel investor. So this is a good news which I have not discussed with anybody. Ayush, I'm sorry, I should have discussed it. But here's the thing: if any of you is working on a data prototype or any solution, we'll love to pose as angel investors. We would love to build stakes. We're also going to look for placement drives. So we'll discuss that separately. But सबसे important चीज जो मेरे को आपको बतानी है, दो चीजें before I sign out. One is testimonials, Nidhi. We have to collect जितने भी हमारे influencers हैं उनसे testimonials लेना. Did they like the class? And I would love it. और दूसरी बात जो मुझे आपको बोलनी है बच्चों, वो ये है कि मेरी बुक है. अगर आपको डिटेल में मेरी किताब पढ़नी है तो प्लीज अमेजन में जाके ऑर्डर कीजिएगा, और इन्फ्लुएंसर्स को मैं भेजूंगी. I'll send you 1 or 2 copies of my book for sure. Does it answer?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Chalo, I'll take your leave. Thank you so much. I love my session with you. Thanks a lot.
Hi, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you for giving us time. It was great. And ma'am, I must say your energy was wonderful. I know it was a very hectic day for you as well, but your energy, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. And these real life examples are great, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I loved it too. Thanks a lot is the word. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you,
Okay. Okay.